Police officer is in critical condition after a bad accident. We'll tell you what caused the crash. Midland may soon have a new highway. We'll tell you more. And explosives go missing from a train in Detroit. All this, your weather and hometown sports coming up right now on CBS 7 Weekend News at 6.
Live. This is CBS 7 News at 6. Your eye on West Texas.
Welcome everybody to this 6 o'clock weekend special edition of CBS 7 News. We begin with a live look at the Music City Mall, where we're about to kick off our annual Permian Basin Rehab Center Telethon, which will air right here on CBS 7 News at 7 p.m. And we start tonight in Midland, where a police officer has begun a long road to recovery after his patrol unit was hit by a drunken driver who ran a stop sign. It all happened at the corner of Annetta and Midland Drive this morning. The drunken driver T-boned Officer Xavier Ramon's vehicle as he responded to a call. Officer Xavier Ramon's injuries are serious, but they're not life-threatening. Ramon began his career at the department 5 months ago. MPD asks you to keep Officer Ramon in your prayers as he begins what they are calling a very difficult recovery. The name of the driver has not yet been released. And for 325 days out of the year, the speed limit here in West Texas is usually around 75 miles an hour, but today there was a minimum for 156 road racers. The 19th annual Big Bend Open race just wrapped up about an hour ago. The race is one of only 3 open road races in the United States and brings over $1 million alone to Fort Stockton.
It's a very challenging, it's the longest road race there is.
People are in the hotels, they're shopping in the stores, they're eating in the restaurants. It's a great economic boom for this part of the world.
Well, the 118-mile round-trip race shut down State Highway 285 from Fort Stockton to Sanderson today from 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. With 6 different divisions ranging from 85 miles an hour to an unlimited speed, each driver raced to get the fastest average possible. We're working to get the names of the winners and their times to share with you tonight at 10 o'clock. And the Martin County Sheriff's Office needs your help tonight. Take a good look at this sketch, especially if you live in Stanton, Big Spring, or Midland. Law enforcement wants this man in connection with an attempted sexual assault in the county. The victim says the man in the photo threatened her with a knife and then tried to sexually assault her. Police say the man is about 6 feet tall and 200 pounds. Police believe he is of Caucasian descent, has light brown hair and blue eyes. If you have any information, you are asked to call the Howard County Crime Stoppers at 432-263-8477. And thousands of West Texans walked near Grande Communications Stadium today to raise money for children with autism. Share, a local autism nonprofit, puts on that walk. The walk is in its 7th year and has grown rapidly since it began in 2009.
We started the first year with 300 people, and it has just grown progressively over the years, and now we just have thousands.
Well, autism is a severe neurodevelopmental disorder. Its symptoms include limited social interaction, difficulty understanding abstract concepts, and repetitive behavior. Doctors and parents in Odessa walked around UTPB to raise awareness about heart health. The monthly stroll called Walk with a Doc encourages the community to look after their health and exercise 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week for better overall health. Lack of exercise, of course, can have long-term negative health effects.
You know, exercise itself kind of helps to maintain simple 30 minutes of exercise a day, 5 times a week, helps prevent these complications.
Regular exercise significantly lowers your chances for heart and other problems earlier in life. Makes me feel a little bit better about riding my bike to work. And speaking of biking, it was a beautiful day to get outdoors in West Texas, but will the spring temps continue this week? Weather Authority Tom Tieferteller is in the Weather Center with more. Tom, what are our chances looking like?
Well, we are seeing a few isolated thunderstorms out there. Taking a look at the Doppler radar, we have that in motion for you, showing you that again, a little activity developing across parts of the western Permian Basin and down into portions of Pecos County. Seeing some of the activity this afternoon just east of Cayenosa over towards Imperial, and some dying thunder shower activity just to the south and southeast there of Fort Stockton and north of Sanderson this afternoon. It does look like we are going to see a lot of this thunder shower activity again move off to the north and northeast, as we are looking at relatively quiet conditions in the forecast for the rest of the evening. Things will remain a little breezy though, as we'll see those temperatures cool off into the 70s by 10 o'clock tonight.
All right, thank you so much, Tom. And there are some road closures, detours, and projects you'll probably need to get around if you plan to be in the Tall City this weekend. L Street will close near Shell Avenue for some drainage improvements. Traffic on Briarwood Avenue may be a little slower this weekend as well. Workers have road equipment on site as they work to complete a paving project there. And the Fairgrounds Road Widening project continues this weekend. Avoid the area if you can. The road is still down to one lane, one way. And if you want a full rundown of the road closures and delays in Midland this weekend, head over to our website, cbs7.com. We have a full list of the closures and a map of the places you need to avoid this weekend. And speaking of roads in Midland, the City Council will discuss a planning and linkage study for a new regional highway on the northwest side of the city. The agenda does not say where the road would lead, but does include a price tag of a little over $200,000 for the study alone. A local company, Freeze & Nichols, would work to put together that report. And the City of Midland will also discuss more than 10 opportunities to lease its mineral rights. The agenda does not say who they would lease their rights to or for how long. The city would lease rights on properties all around the city if those limits were to be approved. There's no word on how much revenue the city would bring in on those leases. UTPB announced some big changes coming into its Campus STEM Academy. The program aimed towards elementary and middle schoolers now will expand next year to include 8th graders. Enrollment will boost from 350 students to almost 600. In the future, will also include a high school on the grounds of the university. Other improvements in the next several months include a playground for elementary school students. And Monday is the last day to register to vote for next month's primary runoffs. Those primary runoffs take place on May 24th, and some of the races in our area include the Reeves County Sheriff's Race and the Ector County Commissioner Precinct 1. In Texas, if you do not have to register with the party in order to participate in those primaries, many of these races won't be contested in the general election, though, so this is your chance to make your voice heard. The rig count in West Texas continues its multi-month tumble this week. The total count stands at 87, 5 fewer than last week and 12 fewer than this time last month. Texas lost 7 rigs in total on the news that oil-producing countries could not agree to lower output. 30 fewer rigs continue to operate in North America this month alone. No states gained any rigs. And coming up on CBS 7 News at 6, Tom Teeferteller will give you your weekend forecast. And after the show, Permian Basin Telethon begins. You can see we're already beginning to get some work done in preparation for our telethon. Phone lines will be open at 7. The phone number to donate is 552-8000. We'll be right back.